Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the Archie Luxury channel. And today I want to tell you something horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. The used Omega market has crashed. And I gotta be completely frank with you, I must admit I was caught off guard just as much as the next person. Watches like the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. The Omega Speedmaster Professional Man on the Moon. And, you know, these were quite wanted watches. Dealers in Australia were trying to sell them for high threes, low fours, mid fours. And the market has absolutely tanked. And it's tanked because Omega dealers are discounting. That's right, they are discounting. Let me tell you what happened, okay? How's this? Friend of mine, he bought an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Very honest guy, he doesn't lie. He paid 4,500 Australian for the new Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. The big box, the loop, the NATO strap. Listen to this. The dealer also gave him an original Omega leather strap with steel Omega deployant clasp. That is $800 to $1,000 any day of the week. The market has tanked. Oh, and did I tell you? The guy took him for a drive in his Ferrari and promised him tickets to the tennis. This is desperate times. We have never seen it this bad ever. And Omega has tanked. Okay, Omega itself, they have tanked, and they've become a victim of their own success. Omega has been releasing far too many models. They have been discounting. They have been doing grubby deals to move product. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you people. I love the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. I love that watch. I love it to death. But let me tell you, the whole Omega market has collapsed. Modern Omega sports watches. See you later. See you later. Big price reductions. And I was just talking to a watch customer before. He told me he paid 4,500 for an Omega Speedmaster 2014. He bought it about a year ago from a dealer in Melbourne, used dealer. It's a nice piece, 2014. It's only a year or two old. He paid 4.5 Aussie for it. I offered him for it, because he wanted to do a deal on my Explorer 2. I offered him 3.5 trade value. So I said, you want to take my Explorer? I need $3,000 from you. So I've padded it a little bit, but I'm offering him, I'm keen to move my Explorer, and I'm taking his Omega low as can be. This is just how vicious the world market is. Omega has done so much to harm itself. They've released far too many models. They've tried to take the brand up market. Wowzers! They've tried to take the brand up market. Jesus, that was a dumb idea, Omega. And the Omega boutiques. I mean, you can go in Brisbane. We have Hardy Brothers, one of the most... I mean, they're owned by Wallace Bishop, for God's sake. I mean, Wally Bishop, his sons do motor racing, okay? They're not exactly Cartier set. They're not exactly Patek set people. These are cashed up bogans, okay? They own Hardy Brothers, and they have this air of snootiness. No, we don't discount. No, well, wake up, Wally Bishop. Wake up. Smell the roses, and you'll understand. Omega, values have tanked. Absolutely tanked. And it's all over Red Rover. It's all over. It's all over Red Rover. Omega has had huge, it's a huge disaster. Omega itself, I tell you what, it is a disaster. And I could see some telltale signs. What happened? I had a customer, a good friend of mine, Stephen. He's the one who gave me a bottle of Green Label Scotch, Johnny Walker Green Label, for my 40th birthday. I don't forget a good bottle of Scotch. And he bought it from Brisbane Vintage Watches, an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon Professional. Man on the Moon, Omega Speedmaster Professional Man on the Moon. He bought it from Vintage Watch Co., Brisbane Vintage Watches. And I had the invoice with it. He paid $3.5, right? What did he pay? He paid nearly $4 for it, okay? I bought it off him for high twos, and I couldn't sell the bloody thing. I sold it for low threes. This is Aussie dollars, not US. This is Aussie pesos. I sold it for low threes Aussie. I was desperate to get rid of the bloody thing. This is what's happened. The market for Omega has collapsed. It's all over. I'm telling you honestly. It is over. It's over, Red Rover. And I tell you what, seriously, it's as soft as they come. Omega has crashed. Vintage is a different story, but it's got to be nice, clean vintage. So, you know, I tell you this now, all the smart-ass Omega owners, I tell you what, you thought you had a piece as good as Rolex? Well, you don't have Rolex residuals, let me say that much. You don't have Rolex residuals. The Omega market has collapsed. It is all over, Red Rover. It's over. And the only thing I could say is it couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of beep, could it? Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch. And this is the honest truth. Omega, it is tanked. It is very, very much a buyer's market. So, yep, that's the honest truth. Omega has absolutely had the guts ripped out of it. And, well done, Swatch Group. You thought you were smart asses with your poshy boutiques and your limited editions. Well, you've just killed the brand. You've killed it. You killed it, Omega. Well done. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of C's. That's all I can say. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, reporting on the Omega used watch market. It's over. Well done, Omega. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Tell me what you guys think of that.
Pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.